Welcome to Atlanta Stadium for this FIFA World Cup 2026 Group H clash between Spain and Cape Verde. The conditions are warm at around 29 degrees Celsius, with a lively crowd creating a fantastic atmosphere for what many expect to be a one-sided contest. Spain arrive as European champions and heavy favorites, ranked 65 places above their opponents and boasting one of the most possession-dominant teams in world football. Cape Verde, meanwhile, embrace the underdog role. Their mission tonight is simple: stay organized, stay disciplined, and make life as difficult as possible for La Roja. One key player to watch is veteran goalkeeper Vozinha, who will likely have a very busy afternoon if Spain's attacking stars find their rhythm. Can Spain turn their dominance into goals, or can Cape Verde produce one of the biggest surprises of the tournament? The players are in position, the crowd is ready, and the referee checks his watch. Let's get this World Cup showdown underway. The first minute, the referee blows the whistle and away we go in Atlanta. Spain, the reigning European champions, immediately settle into possession as if they own every blade of grass in the stadium. Cape Verde drop deep, forming a compact defensive shape, making it crystal clear that they did not come here to entertain Spain's passing game. The third minute. Just as everyone expected, Spain are monopolizing the ball. The possession numbers are already heavily tilted in their favor. Cape Verde can barely get a touch, but that's not necessarily a problem for them. Their plan is obvious: survive first, dream later. The fifth minute. Cape Verde line up in what looks like a very defensive 5-4-1 system. Spain circulate possession around the edge of the final third, probing for weaknesses, but there is nothing resembling a clear opening. The underdogs are standing firm. The sixth minute. A strange moment. Spain think they have earned a corner, but VR intervenes and overturns the decision. The new regulations are already making their presence felt. The Spanish players look slightly annoyed, while Cape Verde happily accept the gift. The eighth minute. Spain continue knocking the ball around patiently. Pedri delivers a cross into the area, but it travels comfortably into Vozinha's waiting gloves. The veteran goalkeeper calmly gathers it and looks completely unbothered. The 10th minute. Spain are pushing their defensive line incredibly high. It leaves acres of space behind them if Cape Verde can find the right pass. So far, though, Spain's pressure is relentless, and the African side cannot escape. The 12th minute. Nearly 80% possession for Spain. 80%. Yet somehow they have created almost nothing. Cape Verde are defending with discipline and determination. The Spanish fans remain patient, but there are already murmurs around the stadium. The 13th minute. Great defending. Pedri whips a teasing cross toward the danger area. It looks inviting, but Lopez rises brilliantly and heads it away before Spain can capitalize. Sometimes football is complicated. Sometimes it is simply about getting your head on the ball first. The 15th minute. Cape Verde finally enjoy a brief spell of possession. The ball is aimed toward Livramento, but Laporte is having none of it. The Spanish defender wins the duel comfortably and restarts another wave of attacks. The 16th minute. First shot of the match. Pedri lets fly from distance, but the effort is scuffed and rolls tamely toward Vozinha. It may not trouble the goalkeeper, but at least Spain have finally registered a shot. The 16th minute. Yellow card. Sidney Cabral becomes the first player booked after shoving Marcos Llorente. The Spanish fullback was attempting to burst forward, and Cabral decided that stopping him illegally was the easier solution. The 18th minute. Spain's possession statistics continue to climb, but the quality of the attacks remains questionable. That lone Pedri effort is still the only real attempt of note. Cape Verde are defending exactly as they planned. The 20th minute. Torres sends a deep cross back into the middle. Oyarzabal stretches but cannot make contact. The loose ball falls to Cubarsi, who decides to shoot from distance. The result? Let's just say the spectators sitting several rows behind the goal had a better chance of touching the ball than the goalkeeper. The 22nd minute. Cape Verde deserve enormous credit. They have frustrated Spain at every turn. More importantly, Vozinha has barely had to make a save. Spain are controlling possession, but not the game. The 23rd minute. The referee calls for the first hydration break. Temperatures are high and both teams take the opportunity to regroup. Spain gather around their coaching staff, while Cape Verde look increasingly confident. The 26th minute. Play resumes. The question now is whether Spain can finally move beyond first gear. The possession numbers look impressive on paper, but World Cup matches are not won by statistics alone. The 28th minute. Warning sign for Spain. Morera drives forward and unleashes a powerful effort that is blocked by Cucurella. It is a reminder that Cape Verde are still capable of hurting Spain whenever they find a rare opportunity to attack. The 30th minute. Over the bar. Cucurella meets the ball on the volley from around 15 yards. He absolutely smashes it. The power is tremendous. The accuracy? Not quite. The shot flies over the crossbar and disappears into the Atlanta sky. The 32nd minute. Cape Verde continue to defend heroically. Many expected Spain to score early and often, but that script is nowhere to be found. Every tackle, every clearance, every block is being celebrated by the underdogs. The 34th minute. Brilliant defending again. Sidney Cabral launches himself into another crucial challenge and stops a promising Spanish attack. The Cape Verde supporters erupt in celebration. Neutral fans are beginning to sense the possibility of a giant upset. The 35th minute. Ryan Mendes thinks he is through on goal. The flag goes up. Offside. A very tight call. Still, it highlights the exact type of ball Cape Verde should be looking for behind Spain's aggressive defensive line. The 37th minute. Sloppy from Rodri. Spain's midfield general is robbed near the halfway line. Suddenly, Cape Verde have a chance to break. Livermeno spots Simon off his line and attempts an audacious effort from inside his own half. The idea is fantastic. The execution is considerably less impressive. The ball sails harmlessly away. The 38th minute. What a save. Pedri fires toward goal after a flowing Spanish move. The offside flag eventually goes up against Cucurella, meaning the chance will not count officially. But Vozinha does not care. He produces a magnificent save, tipping the effort over the crossbar. Even though the whistle had gone, the goalkeeper's confidence must be soaring. The 39th minute. Jovan Cabral tries his luck from long range. The shot flies well over the bar. Still, every attempt from Cape Verde serves as a reminder that Spain cannot afford complacency. The 41st minute. Off the crossbar. This is the moment of the match so far. Cucurella nods the ball down perfectly. Torres is standing barely 5 yards from goal. The entire stadium expects the net to bulge. Torres unleashes a thunderous strike. Off the bar. Unbelievable. The rebound falls kindly for Oyarzabal, who loops a header toward goal. Vozinha. What a save! The veteran goalkeeper springs into action and tips the ball over the crossbar. Atlanta cannot believe what it has just witnessed. Spain should be leading. Cape Verde somehow survive. The 41st minute. The corner that follows is cleared at the near post, but Spain can sense that the breakthrough is getting closer. Cape Verde, meanwhile, are beginning to live dangerously. The pressure is relentless now. The 43rd minute. Cape Verde counterattack. For one of the few times in the match, the underdogs break forward with numbers. Duarte finds himself in space near the edge of the penalty area and has options around him. Shoot, pass, dribble. Unfortunately, he seems unable to decide. The hesitation proves costly as the opportunity evaporates without a meaningful finish. Spain breathe a sigh of relief. The 45th minute. Torres denied again. Spain carve open the defense beautifully. Cucurella drives a dangerous low cross through the penalty area. Torres arrives. Perfect position. Perfect opportunity. Surely this is the opening goal. He tries to guide the ball into the bottom corner. Vozinha saves. The goalkeeper gets down quickly and makes another stop. To be fair, Torres will know he should have done better. At this level, chances like that are expected to end in celebrations, not frustration. The 45+ second minute. Additional time is underway. Spain are pouring forward in waves. Cape Verde are counting down every second. The 45+ third minute. Vozinha again. This man is putting on a goalkeeping masterclass. Spain win another corner. The delivery swings into the area. Laporte rises highest and powers a header toward the bottom corner. The crowd begins to celebrate, but Vozinha launches himself across goal and somehow pushes the ball away. What a save. What a performance. The goalkeeper is single-handedly keeping Cape Verde level. The 45+ fourth minute. Oyarzabal finds space at the far post and attacks the cross. Surrounded by defenders, he cannot direct the header on target. That sums up Spain's first half. Plenty of possession. Plenty of opportunities. No goals. The 45+ fifth minute. Halftime. Spain walk toward the tunnel wondering how they are not ahead. Cape Verde walk toward the tunnel knowing they have already exceeded many expectations. The score remains Spain 0, Cape Verde 0. The 46th minute. The second half begins. Spain know exactly what is required. More urgency, more precision. Most importantly, a goal. Cape Verde know their mission as well. Keep frustrating. Keep believing. The 48th minute. Laporte attempts a forward pass toward Gavi. Instead, the ball runs harmlessly through to Vozinha. The goalkeeper collects it comfortably and receives another roar of appreciation from the Cape Verde supporters. Right now, he is the star of the show. The 50th minute. Another missed header. Oyarzabal gets himself into a promising position once more. The cross arrives. The timing is right. The execution is not. His header neither threatens the goal nor finds a teammate. Moments later, Llorente tries his luck from distance but cannot hit the target. Spain are knocking loudly on the door. The problem is that nobody seems capable of finding the key. The 51st minute. Ruiz decides to shoot from the edge of the area. The less said about the effort, the better. The ball travels comfortably wide, and the Cape Verde defenders are happy to watch it disappear. The 53rd minute. The pattern of the match is now completely established. Spain attack. Cape Verde defend. Spain attack again. Cape Verde defend again. And somehow the score remains unchanged. The 55th minute. A frustrating moment for Oyarzabal. The striker receives possession on the left and attempts a pass toward Torres. The execution is poor and the opportunity vanishes. The Spanish players are beginning to show signs of irritation. The 57th minute. Another cross. Another catch. Another confident moment from Vozinha. The goalkeeper looks increasingly comfortable despite the constant pressure around him. The 58th minute. Half chance. Ruiz bursts into the penalty area. Pedri spots the run and delivers a clever ball. Ruiz meets it with a header. Unfortunately for Spain, there is not enough power behind the attempt. Vozinha gathers without difficulty. The 60th minute. A wonderful pass from deep almost releases Torres behind the defense. Almost. The move breaks down, and the resulting cross is calmly collected by Vozinha. The cameras immediately cut to the Spanish bench. Changes appear to be coming. The 61st minute. Substitution for Cape Verde. Dylan Livramento's hard-working shift comes to an end. Nuno da Costa enters the match. Fresh legs for the defensive battle ahead. The 61st minute. Another change. Giovanni Cabral leaves the field. Willy Semedo comes on. Cape Verde continue to reinforce their energy levels. The 61st minute. A third change. Laros Duarte departs after an impressive performance. Deroy Duarte replaces him. Cape Verde are preparing for a long final half hour. The 63rd minute. An interesting statistic appears on screen. Spain's expected goals have risen from 1.38 at halftime to 1.73. Normally, that would suggest progress. Yet it does not feel that way. And then the crowd notices something. Lamine Yamal is warming up. The noise level instantly rises. Everyone knows what that could mean. The 65th minute. Cape Verde continue to defend magnificently. Another Cucurella cross is cleared. Another attack is stopped. The dream remains alive. The 67th minute. Remarkable statistic. Vozinha has registered more touches than any Cape Verde outfield player. Think about that for a second. The goalkeeper is seeing more of the ball than his teammates because Spain simply refused to stop attacking. The 69th minute. The atmosphere changes. The crowd begin to grow restless. Boos echo around Atlanta Stadium whenever Spain recycle possession without purpose. Another corner arrives. Another catch by Vozinha. The goalkeeper is making everything look easy. The 70th minute. The referee calls an early hydration break. Vozinha is down receiving treatment. The moment he realizes play is stopping anyway, he quickly gets back to his feet. A clever veteran move. A few extra seconds disappear from the clock. Cape Verde will gladly take them. The 71st minute. Substitution for Spain. Mikel Merino enters. Fabian Ruiz leaves. Spain are searching for fresh ideas in midfield. The 71st minute. Here he comes. Lamine Yamal enters the match. The young superstar replaces Gavi. The reaction inside the stadium is enormous. Spain have finally unleashed one of their most dangerous weapons. The final 20 minutes have suddenly become much more interesting. The 72nd minute. Play resumes following the hydration break. Every eye is now focused on Yamal. Can he be the difference maker Spain desperately need? The 74th minute. Immediate impact. Yamal receives possession on the right flank and instantly injects pace into the attack. Cape Verde defenders begin backing away. Sidney Cabral, already carrying a yellow card, knows he cannot afford a mistimed challenge. The tension is rising. The 75th minute. Chance for Spain. Yamal dances away from his marker and slides the ball perfectly into the path of Llorente. Llorente wastes no time and picks out Merino inside the penalty area. The substitute strikes first time. The crowd rises, but Vozinha remains calm. The goalkeeper gets behind the effort and makes yet another save. At this point, The Spanish players must feel as if they are trying to score against a brick wall wearing goalkeeper gloves. The 76th minute. Substitution for Cape Verde. Sidney Cabral's evening comes to an end. The left back has spent more than an hour battling Spain's attack while carrying a yellow card. João Paulo comes on to replace him. A sensible decision from the Cape Verde bench. The 78th minute. The match is increasingly revolving around one man, Lamine Yamal. Every time he touches the ball, something happens. Every defender becomes nervous. Every Spanish supporter rises from their seat. Spain have not played particularly well tonight, but one moment of brilliance could still rescue all 3 points. Just 12 minutes of normal time remain. The 79th minute. Substitution for Cape Verde. Jamiro Monteiro leaves the field after a tireless performance. Telmo Arcanjo takes his place. Fresh legs are desperately needed now. The defensive workload has been enormous. The 80th minute. Another block. Spain work the ball around the edge of the penalty area. A shooting lane appears. A defender throws himself in the way. The ball ricochets clear. This is becoming attack versus defense in its purest form. Wave after wave of Spanish pressure. Wall after wall of Cape Verde resistance. The 81st minute. Substitution for Spain. Dani Olmo enters the match. Ferran Torres leaves. Spain are throwing more attacking quality onto the pitch. The message from the bench could not be clearer. Win the game. Nothing else matters. The 83rd minute. Incredible opportunity. This could be the decisive moment. The ball is flicked into a dangerous area. Cucurella arrives at the far post completely free. The Spanish defender meets it with a header from close range. The stadium holds its breath, but the effort goes straight at Vozinha. The goalkeeper stays on his line brilliantly. No panic, no mistake. Just another save, another escape, another reason why Cape Verde are still level. The 85th minute. Desperation is creeping in. Rodri collects possession outside the area and fires toward goal. The strike is badly scuffed and drifts harmlessly away. That is not the effort of a confident team. That is the effort of a team beginning to feel the pressure. The 87th minute. Substitution for Spain. Nico Williams comes on. Rodri goes off. At this stage, Spain are barely concerned with tactical balance. Defenders become attackers. Midfielders become forwards. Everything is focused on finding a winning goal. The 88th minute. Time is running out. 2 minutes remain in regulation. And strangely enough, Cape Verde are not simply hanging on. Spain have the ball. Spain have the possession. But the underdogs are not collapsing. The belief continues to grow with every passing second. The 89th minute. Heroic defending. Absolutely heroic. Olmo produces a wonderful pass and finds Oyarzabal inside the box. The striker strikes first time. The shot is heading toward goal. It looks dangerous. It looks decisive. Then Lopez appears. The defender throws himself into the line of fire and produces an extraordinary block. The entire Cape Verde bench erupts. That challenge might be worth a goal, maybe even more. The 90th minute. Cape Verde attack. Wait a second. The underdogs are not settling for a draw. They launch a counterattack, and suddenly Spain are retreating. Duarte receives the ball with teammates bursting forward around him. For a moment, the possibility of a famous winner feels real, but hesitation strikes again. The attack slows. The chance appears to fade. Still, Cape Verde managed to work the ball forward and earn a corner kick. The stadium can barely believe what it is seeing. The 90-plus first minute. Cape Verde chance. This is it. This is the moment. The corner is delivered into the penalty area. Borges rises highest. The header crashes downward toward goal. Simon is beaten. The entire Cape Verde section begins preparing to celebrate, but the bounce carries the ball straight into the arms of the goalkeeper. Oh my word. That was the chance. That was the moment. That was history waiting to happen. And somehow Spain survive. The 90-plus second minute. 5 minutes of additional time are announced. What looked like a routine Spanish victory before kickoff has become one of the most gripping finishes of the tournament so far. The 90-plus third minute. Cape Verde break forward again. 4 players charge into Spanish territory. The opportunity is there. The space is there. The pass is not. The wrong decision is made and the attack breaks down. Spain have been poor, very poor, and yet they are still somehow avoiding defeat. The 90-plus third minute. Yellow card. Pedri cynically pulls back a Cape Verde player to stop a dangerous counterattack. The referee wastes no time reaching for his pocket. A booking for Pedri. More importantly for Cape Verde, more valuable seconds disappear from the clock. The 90-plus fourth minute. Mendes decides to have a go from distance. The effort flies off target. It may well be Cape Verde's final attacking action of the night. Still, the supporters applaud. Every attack now feels like a bonus. The 90-plus fifth minute. Last chance for Spain. One final corner. One final opportunity. One final desperate push. The ball swings into the penalty area. Oyarzabal rises to meet it. The contact is made. The crowd waits. The players wait. The football world waits. But the chance comes and goes, just like so many others tonight. The 90+6th minute. Full time. Spain 0. Cape Verde 0. Listen to the reaction around Atlanta Stadium. The Spanish players stand frozen in disbelief. The Cape Verde players celebrate as though they have won the World Cup itself. And honestly, who can blame them? For 96 unforgettable minutes, they absorbed pressure, blocked shots, chased every loose ball, and trusted their goalkeeper. Speaking of the goalkeeper, take a bow. Vozinha. The veteran produced save after save after save. Torres hit the crossbar. Oyarzabal missed chances. Cucurella was denied. Laporte was denied. Everyone was denied. Because whenever Spain thought they had found the breakthrough, Vozinha was there. Spain arrived expecting 3 points. Cape Verde arrived hoping to compete. In the end, the underdogs delivered one of the biggest surprises of the tournament. A scoreless draw. A heroic defensive display. A goalkeeping masterclass. And a night that Cape Verde supporters will remember for the rest of their lives. What an incredible World Cup match we've witnessed today. Despite dominating possession and creating chance after chance, Spain simply could not find a way past the outstanding Vozinha, who delivered a goalkeeping masterclass to help Cape Verde earn a famous 0-0 draw. The European champions leave frustrated, while Cape Verde celebrate a result that will be remembered for years to come. Sometimes football isn't about who has the ball the most, it's about heart, determination, and rising to the occasion when it matters most. Thank you so much for watching and joining us for this thrilling match commentary. If you enjoyed the action, don't forget to like the video, leave a comment with your thoughts on the game, and subscribe to the channel so you never miss our next World Cup live commentary, highlights, and football stories from around the globe. Until next time, take care, enjoy the beautiful game, and we'll see you in the next match.